Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're going to do the registration of new users. This is another one where I don't think we're going to really actually see a lot working, but we're working through a process. So now we need to allow a new user on our site to register an account. On res.render for the home page, add a new variable to the object passed along, registration true. When you refresh your page, you should then see the registration form that was already created in your index.pug file. This form is set up to post on register. So this is where we should set up to accept the post and create the user object in the database. The logic of registration route should be as follows. So register the new user is ahead of authenticate the new user, and then it's greater than the redirect to profile. Register the new user, authenticate the new user, and redirect to profile. The logic on step 1, registering the new user, should be as follows. Query database with a find one command. If the user is returned, then it exits and redirects back to home. Or if the user is undefined and no errors occur, then insert one into the database with the username and password, meaning save it. And as long as no errors occur, call next to go to step 2, authenticate the new user, which you've already written the logic for in the post login route. Okay, so yeah, submit your page when we've got it done, and then they give us a warning about errors. So now I'm just going to talk through this code. So app.route, so we're setting a route for register, which currently doesn't exist. If we were to go to here and goes to register, it's not there. So we're going to create a new route for register. On the post request, we're going to get the request, the response, and the next. So yeah, one thing I want to do just first off is we'll set this up. Show registration for res render for the home page. Okay, so I'm going to scooch this back a little bit. And if we go up to here, res.render for the home page, res.render. This is our res.render. We're using Pug as our templating engine. And within it, we're passing in this. We want to add our registration true to this object. So we can just put it in here like this. We want to make sure we maintain key value pairs so we don't get a syntax error. Key value, key value, key value, key value. So now if I save this and I come back to port 3000 and wait for the database connection, if we go to /register, maybe if we just go to the home page, that's right. Then we see that a registration form has shown up here. And so, yeah, let's have a look. If we right-click here and inspect the registration form, we'll see that the form is set to post to the registration route. And so that's what we'll set up now. If we were to send a post request there right now, it would say there's no route there. And so that's what we'll set up with this. So yeah, the idea here is that they just want you to copy this. So let's copy it in and then read through it. So, and we'll throw this down here underneath. We'll continue with this sort of strategy of having it go down in this way. Cool. So we've just entered that in here. And so what are we doing? We're saying there's a route for the /register page, which means that if you go to /register on your browser, you're going to be sent here. But this is a post request, so we won't be actually doing that. And then it says on the post request, so you go to my database. Is that properly set up? Do we set it up as my database? Let's see here. My DB. Well, we did set my database here. So that's where we're getting that one from, my database. And we're saying find one with a username. And so if it finds it, no, wait. No, that's an older one. My database.find one. Rec username, and then we're getting it by the rec.body.username. And if we inspect here, we should see that this is called username. So we're getting that pulled from the form. And if there's, and then we're passing in a callback function. I think we should make this a ES6 like we've been doing in the past. So if there's an error, we go next with the error. Else, if the user exists. So what does that mean? So that means when find one finds, if they find that if the user is existing in the database, then we're going to redirect to the root URL. And if it's not existing in the database, then we're going to add it to the database. By that, and when we add it, we're going to save the username as the rec.body.username, and then rec.body.password. So the rec.body.password will be this guy. So we're getting it from the name here. And then if there's an error of the insertion, we're going to redirect to the home page with the error. Otherwise, if there's not, then we've saved it. And so I guess we pass in next and then doc.ops at position 0. I'm not exactly sure how that works. The inserted document is held within the ops property of the doc. Okay, and then we say authenticate that user local, so we're going to use that local strategy. And then if it's a failure, we're going to go to the root path. But if it's not a failure, then we're going to go to redirect to the profile page. So I'm not sure what would happen if we did it now. It's not surprising that it didn't work. But I don't think that matters so much. I think that this is basically what we were supposed to do. So it's basically create a new user, authenticate, make it so that the user has the permission to access the app, and then have them go to their profile. And so yeah, we'll come back over here and go get status. You'll see that we've changed our server file only. Oh, and I want to save the changes. I'm not sure what happened there. So git add, I'm going to say git commit, and we're going to say add register, authentication, register, process for new user. And then we're going to say git push Heroku master. And so yeah, this is going to push our local changes up to the server. And then once that's complete, we'll be able to take it and see if it passes the test. Okay, so now that Heroku has pushed we pushed our code up to Heroku, we can grab that address. It's the same as this one up here where we find it above. We can take it down here and enter it into here. Okay, awesome. Looks like that one worked. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you in the next lesson.